Hey guys, today I'm here to bring you my review of Mad Max Fury Road. Now this I put as my fourth most anticipated movie of the year, and I was looking forward to it. It looked great, and Tom Hardy, I mean, what could go wrong? And I have to say, this movie, Mad Max, is not only my favorite movie of the year so far, but it might be my favorite movie of the decade. Now, Whiplash is excellent, but Mad Max, oh my goodness. Mad Max Fury Road is a masterpiece. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Any other reviews you see when someone says, oh yeah, nitpicks something wrong, there's something wrong with it, they're just nitpicking, and you know what? Whatever, but there's nothing wrong with this movie. First of all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have not seen a single Mad Max movie before this one. I know, I'm not saying I didn't want to, I just haven't gotten the chance yet. Though I have to say, I think they put the first Mad Max on Netflix, so I added that to my queue, so, uh, and now after seeing this, Mad Max Fury Road, I will definitely be watching Mad Max. But wow, this movie, I've definitely become a fan, and this is the best movie of May so far. This is the best movie of the year so far. Because if you had seen my Avengers 2 review, you'd know that I didn't like it. Though I have to say, I probably would give it a much higher score now, but I still didn't like it. But anyways, but this is about Mad Max. Like, seriously, this movie was perfect. There's nothing wrong. First of all, Tom Hardy as Mad Max, he was awesome. The action scenes he was in he was amazing. Now, he didn't have much dialogue, but when he spoke, you listened up. Apparently people are complaining about how his voice sounded, but honestly, they're just nitpicking, and I didn't have any complaints at all. And it's freaking Tom Hardy. Like, I love Tom Hardy. But I have to say, the best character in this movie was Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron. She was amazing. She was a total badass. You cared about her. She was amazing, and that's how you do a female action star. Shailene Woodley, take notes, because I like Shailene Woodley as an actress, but she looked so freaking silly whenever she was doing any of her action scenes in Insurgent. Like, she looked so silly. And this is how you do an action star, like especially a female action star. Like, wow. I loved Furiosa. And then there are Nicholas Holt's character, he was hilarious. And then these, like, virginal characters, they're the wives of the bad guy, and the villain of the movie, and they're all pregnant with his kids, and I have to say, they were not useless at all. I mean, they didn't have much character development, apparently, which there doesn't need to be character development in every movie, and they weren't useless because they actually did shit. Maybe not as much as Furiosa or Max, but they still did a lot of shit, you know? And I liked them, and the villain, he was good. I mean, we didn't see him as much as we saw Furiosa or Max or the girls, but he was a good villain, and he was disgusting and gross to look at, but still. What else? This movie just looked really cool. I mean, it was either like shades of orange or blue in the movie, and I liked it. And I have to say, the best part of the movie was the action scenes. Now, I have to say, there was a lot of actions. It was basically like, it was kind of like non-stop action scenes, and all the action scenes were so well done. There was no shaky cam. They looked intense. They were entertaining. They were freaking amazing. And even when there weren't any action scenes, I cared, because that was the time for the character development, and I grew to care more for Furiosa and Max as the movie went along. I love them. I just really loved whenever, like, Max and Furiosa, like, worked together to do things, and I have to say, there was a moment near the end of the movie, I almost I teared up a little bit, but still, but thankfully, the character didn't die that I was worried would die. And I have to say, also, the ending of the movie was perfect. I was so satisfied with the movie. And there's going to be 2 more after this, and I am already really excited for them. Just, this movie was, it was amazing. Like, I loved Mad Max Fury Road. It was perfect. And I have to say, but I kind of regret that I only saw it in standard, because my movie pass works that I can only see movies in the standard format. And basically, if I ever want to see a movie in IMAX, I'm going to have to just pay to see it in IMAX. But know what? This movie is worth it, and I will definitely I will probably be going back to see it maybe next weekend, because next weekend, like, only Tomorrowland comes out. That's the only movie I want to see that comes out next weekend. So I will treat myself to see Mad Max next weekend in IMAX, because I want to see it again. When I was watching this movie, there were just parts that happened that I knew I had to watch them again, and I rarely ever go to the movie theater twice. The only times I've ever seen movies more than once in the theaters were each of the Hunger Games movies and Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and this, I'm like, I need to see it again, especially in IMAX. I need to see it in IMAX. But yeah, this movie was perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. And I loved it. It's the best movie of the year so far. It might end up being my favorite movie of the decade. I mean, seriously, I loved it so much. 5 out of 5 stars. It was perfect. Nothing wrong with it. I highly recommend you see it. And if you have seen this movie, tell me your thoughts on it. So yeah. My next video will be my Game of Thrones review, and then for tomorrow night, and then I'm doing another video, and then of course my live stream is tonight. So yeah, look forward to all that, and I will see you guys later. Bye.